And welcome back. Cooking with Randy. Today we're making banana bread. I'm trying to make this as quick as possible. In this bowl I've already mashed up 3 ripe bananas. To that we are going to add a 1/3 cup of melted butter. Oops, that's the eggs. Melted butter, no big deal. Okay, we're going to put that in there. We're going to stir this around a little bit. Here we have 1 teaspoon of baking soda and a pinch of salt. Stir that in. To that, we've got 1/3 or 3/4 cups brown sugar. And this brown sugar is it's always going to be a little bit stickier, so we're going to consolidate that first before we go any further. Trying to blend this up here as best I can with a fork to break up the brown sugar pieces. We've got the oven preheating, already up to temperature at 350. We also have a bread loaf pan ready. Okay, so now we're also going to take in not only 3/4 cup of brown sugar, but also 3/4 of a cup of, well, I think I overdid that a little bit. This is going to really be sweet. I was supposed to back this off. I'm going a little bit too fast for my britches. Anyway, it's going to be some sweet banana bread, let me tell you that. Probably start with diabetes right off the bat. Okay, here's 1 large beaten egg. We'll throw that in there. I've got a little water going here, warm water for dishes. I'm going to stir this egg in here. At this point, we're going to get rid of that fork. To this, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Throw that in there. And we're going to stir that up with this spatula. And then to that, we're going to put in 1 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour. There's 1 1/2. And then it's going to take a little while, but we're going to consolidate the flour in with the liquid mix. And we're going to create a fairly stiff batter once it's all in there. You can maybe see, oh no you can't. It doesn't matter, you don't have to see. You're just going to have to trust me. But can you trust me? That's the question. Already I've made this way too sweet. Hokey smoke. It's supposed to call for a cup, and I put in a cup and a half. Sugar, diabetes. Okay, we're going to get our cake or loaf pan ready. And my mom, Sylvia, she always enjoyed cooking, baking. I've tried to make a few of her dishes since now she's passed away for 2 years. I'm going to take the loaf pan, turn it a little bit sideways, and then attempt to get the majority, if not all, of this in the pan. While we keep this going here, once this is all mixed up and put in, I'm going to cut that off. Now I'll scrape the edges. And when I get done, there should be very little batter left in this bowl, if any. And once I've already got the oven at 350, we're going to bake this in the oven at 350 for it says 50 minutes to an hour. And it's typically going to be closer to that 1 hour mark. that time, we will put a toothpick into the loaf, and if the toothpick comes out dry, we're good. If it comes out moist, we put it back in and let it bake a little longer. And that is it. Bob's your uncle. I will now take and consolidate this just a little bit. All right, there you go. Take off the clothespins to keep the parchment paper in place. In the oven, and we will start a timer after I get off here for 55 minutes. Thank you. Bon appetit.